Hey guys, good morning. I wanted to record a service. Uh, I'll just title it Naturally Operating in the Supernatural. And we think the supernatural is a big thing, but it's really how we should all be operating every day. And it just means, to use different, really, in most people's sense of what prayer would be, is we can do something within, seeking the power of God within is the correct way, not that God out there somewhere, this mysterious God to change something about what's going on in your life, which would be above or super over the natural, the physical realm. And so it's really true. I think every religion, every thought has some idea that this is obviously true, and obviously we know it's true. So I wanted to let everybody know that the easiest thing in the world to do is to be be your true design. And your spirit was perfect from the beginning, guys. You were born supernatural as a child of God from the beginning. And so the easiest way for everything to start to just effortlessly flow in your life again, chronic diseases go away, and struggles that you may have had in different areas seem to miraculously resolve themselves. It is really our design. And the fastest way to do all of that, as I've been sharing with you, is uh, just letting go of all the wrong beliefs. Like in that interview that Rhonda Byrne did, she talks about the fastest way to do it is like peeling an onion. That once you peel off all the I am nots and all the limiting beliefs that I'm not good enough, I don't have money, um, uh, I don't have divine health, business is hard, anything is once you peel all that off and let those go, they're not really eternal. They're not true. They're just energy and thoughts, wrong thoughts, because nothing can be against God. God is the unlimited, omnipotent power in the world, and that's within you. And so once you peel back all those layers, which can happen today, guys, you can go to sleep tonight feeling more peaceful, feeling uh, what we'll have is faith will become a natural thing. You won't have to confess faith. Like we have all these confessions of faith and all these different things, as if that's faith. It was really to make you conform. Like, this is the stories I believe, and therefore I have a faith. Yet your heart is full of turmoil and doubt and disbelief, which is calling the challenges in your life. And those challenges are on auto dial. They just keep going. Why? Is all those negative feelings, guys. Everything that's, if there's something negative in your life or a negative feeling, look at that as an opportunity to go, oh, I've picked up something that's not true about myself. And I'll show you how to do this so easily. So once you release all that, all that's left is pure God. And God doesn't struggle for things. God doesn't take a long time for things. He just is. And what's happened is, just like we talk about this alpha and theta when you're in your childhood ages, is when you tell a little kid, hey, this is how life is, they just go, okay. They just accept it as true, which is true faith. Whatever your heart accepts as true, it creates. And so what's great is once you get rid of all the limiting ideas, I'm not enough, I don't have money, life is hard, I need to study more, I need more education, all those different things are not true. The spirit doesn't need to add anything. You can't add anything to God. God is perfection, and that's your true nature. You were born perfect. And that's the only reason I do the I am not, the healing your book stories. If you don't have that upbringing, you don't have any of that to deal with. So it's just a lot of people grew up with misinterpretations and translations of all the I am nots, and those aren't there. The scriptures, I promise you, we're talking about your beautiful design, the unlimited creative ability of God physically and spiritually, all of them. And so we're not going to get into that. I just recorded the pigs fly and had some fun with that. Oh, real quick, some housekeeping is I don't talk about this much, but all of you, the giving statements should be out the next couple of days. They come straight from the donor software. And so if you haven't gotten it, I would say by midweek, let me know. And I just wanted to personally say thank you. I only talk about giving a couple times a year when it deals with Inspire 100 and the Brick Kids. And so actually we're paying for another single mom's rent today. And so here's how Barb and I always wanted to deal with it. Is I didn't want to ever, I wanted the truth to impact your life so much that you were more free, you were more healthy, you've never felt better about life, that it was valuable to you, and you desired to go thank you. So that's really that's all I'll say about it. And but we just do want to say thank you. It means a lot to all of us involved that that you would do that. So anyway, so let's talk about this. The spirit is truly unlimited. Like I said, once all the negatives, I am not. And I was kind of sharing last night. It would be like this: is let's say you have this jar, and you have a bunch of pure pearly marbles in there, and that's to signify the purity of the spirit, the effortless power of the Holy Spirit within you, the Spirit of God, the omnipotent power of God, the love of God, the harmony of God, where everything works. Your life works, your health works, your relationships are beautiful, your businesses are thriving, everything's beautiful. Okay. That's how you're born. That's how you're designed. That's how we're supposed to live. We're supposed to live by faith, literally like that. Assurance. Most people go, "Oh, I'm stepping out on faith," meaning that I'm walking out totally petrified, hoping that this will work. That's not faith. Faith is will show you once you release the negatives enough, you're just assured. You go, "Oh, I'm sure of this," and it's just a natural feeling. That's how we're naturally supposed to live. So if you've got all these pearly white, beautiful marbles, and then you throw in a bunch of ugly looking colored things, and that's all their limiting beliefs. I don't have enough. Money's really hard. The world's bad. Our government's bad. This country's bad. You start putting all the limits on people. And so then, like Rhonda Burns is talking about the greatest secret. The greatest secret was she knew, and all the different books, whether we're divinely and wildly creative, guys. Any thought you accept as true, it literally forms in the natural world. It creates. And so the greatest secret was thoughts become things. The problem is most people don't realize they've got all this perfection down here, and they've got all this junk that they've accumulated over the years. And now they're just trying to put perfect thoughts up here, but they don't realize that layer of junky colored marbles is actually the I am nots, and they're trying to fight against it. And honestly, most people aren't disciplined enough to only think positive, because they don't even realize they have all these unconscious programs, things we don't want to feel, so we don't allow them to come out of us. We're just trying to cover it up, and you're just in this endless loop, because your true beliefs, what you accepted as true, is going to dominate over and over and over. So here's how simple this really is once you let all the I am nots go, and they release out of you fast, guys. We'll show you. It's like in that interview, the greatest secret was to realize that she was struggling with depression for years. She was almost completely free within 60 seconds. It doesn't take long. It should take you a couple days max if you truly feel those feelings and allow them to release. Just go, it's okay for me to feel this way. I just welcome this. They're not eternal. They're not your true design. They literally go whoop out of you. Guys, this is so powerful, because you can get rid of trauma very fast. You can get rid of addiction so fast. Where businesses seem to struggle, all of a sudden, once you release, oh my gosh, I didn't even know I had those limiting ideas or beliefs in me. All of a sudden, they start to supernaturally thrive out of nowhere, because that's the true design of God. So anyway, that's natural to us. That's our natural state. So I just want to encourage you. It doesn't take a long time. God doesn't take a long time. God doesn't take a lot of physical effort. What's really cool is you'll be just led to do everything. So it's not like you're not doing anything. You'll be led to do things, but it feels very naturally, because it's the spirit in you just leading you along. And so you start operating your business in a beautiful way, in your careers, your professions, whatever it is, your relationships, and everything's out of love and harmony and perfect unlimited power. So everything starts to work. That's the true harmony in your true design. So the easiest thing to do is live supernaturally. So here's what's really great about it, guys. So so whatever's going on, guys, the outside world and all of your feelings that don't feel good or things you don't like are just an opportunity for us to go, oh, you know what? I've picked up a limiting belief. I don't need to know where it came from. I can simply acknowledge it and go, oh, it's okay to feel that depression. It's okay to feel that negative. It's okay to feel that. My nephew and I were talking last night afterwards. He goes, I can't tell you how free I am in the last 2 months. Just doing this. He goes, my skin's better. I'm so happy. He goes, before, like chaos and different things, because he's in college, because it affected me, because I was picking up things like, oh, the government's this or this party is that, and politics and everything else, because it's prevalent, in schools. He goes, nothing bothers me anymore. Praise God, because that's really all those are limiting beliefs, right? So he goes, but what if I feel like I don't know what to do next? I go, that's okay. Then that has a feeling to it that's not comfortable. It might not be as bad as depression or fear or any of the things that we deal with, but just go, I welcome that feeling where I don't know what to do. Or here's a lot of you guys. I need 3 verses, or how do I study the Bible like this? I'm like, no, you don't get it. You don't need one more verse. You don't need to read one more book. The spirit within you knows everything. It's all powerful, all omniscient. So you can let go of the idea that I have to read more. I have to study more. Because what you're trying to do, guys, is you're trying to find God out there on a journey. There's nowhere to go. You don't need to journey anywhere. That's why people are like, we're on a deconstruction. Stop. Just be. You don't need to deconstruct anything. When you just allow those negative feelings where you feel like, oh my God, I was taught so many things incorrectly, just go, I just welcome and embrace that feeling where it feels like everything was bad and I was taught incorrectly. And it'll intensify. The feeling will get strong, and you'll feel like I must be doing something wrong because this doesn't feel good at all. And then all of a sudden it just releases out of you. And I promise you, you feel better. You're starting to feel like your normal self. You're starting to feel more like God's designed us and how he wants us to be every moment of the day, which is free, unlimited, total peace, shalom. And then you do it again. It's like, oh, until that feeling's gone, you just keep being present with that feeling. You allow it, you accept it. It's okay for me to feel this way. Everything's okay. That's kind of my little way. Everything's okay. It's okay to feel that way. And I really try to pay attention to the feeling right in the, not in my head, guys, because the heart, as a man knoweth in his heart, thinketh in his heart. It's lev in Hebrew. It's the leading of the rod of the rod of God within the house, bet. And so it's right here. And all of a sudden that anxiousness dissipates. And when the anxiousness is gone, guys, all that's left is pure God. And pure God is unshakable peace. It's unlimited peace. Isn't that cool? And then just like you were little kids, you were naturally an alpha and theta, faith becomes effortless, because once all the negatives, the junk is gone, all that's left is pure God. And God doesn't struggle with faith, guys. God is. And you realize like, oh my God, I have complete assurance. I know what to do. And so if there's different goals in your life, whether it's um, one that people have been talking to me a lot about, you can put in, I'm just going to put in a lower number for some of you guys. Not trying to limit you, but sometimes the one that I've been using, that I've even heard, because what I was using was, it feels so wonderful to have more than $80,000 a month effortless cash flow in my life for my kids, my grandkids, myself. People are like, oh my God, because that's a limiting thing. You get to the point that's not a big deal. But so put any number. It feels so wonderful to have more than $30,000 a month effortless cash flow. Use that if you want. And if you just check yourself, you go, is there anything that feels like I don't have it right now? Then just allow that feeling to be there. Just, I don't feel like it's true. I feel like it's full of it. I'm lying to myself. Just allow that negative feeling. Allow your body to calm down. Let's go, it's okay to feel that negative feeling. I welcome that negative feeling that I don't believe, that's causing anxiousness to even think about it. I just welcome you and allow it to feel that way. It's okay to feel this way. And it can be here as long as it wants, and it can leave whenever it wants. When you just pay attention to it, guys, it naturally, within a 60-second cycle, it'll, like I said, it'll intensify and then also go away. And that, oh, it's so easy to have that effortless cash flow, feels more real. And you just do that, guys, until you feel like, okay, I feel like it's totally possible. Then, just like a little kid, you're naturally an alpha and theta in those moments. Your heart is, and whatever you say to yourself or picture, like you even have a picture of something, guys, that is literally the supernatural part of you. It's the spirit. The matter conforms to the field or the energy level. And so once that energy, that field of energy is there from your heart and mind, which we're so divinely created, guys, it literally brings and shapes that into your physical world. You won't know where it came from. You won't have to figure it out. So what's really great about that, guys, is you go from struggle and struggle and struggle. I've dealt with this my whole life, whether it's money, addictions, relationships. It comes to peace and success and success. if you do it, guys, I promise you, you can prove it to yourself. This isn't theology or theory. You won't have to act like you have faith. It's just an assurance, a knowing, which is true God, that's what I'm saying is true. And here's what's really cool. You'll feel better within minutes. It doesn't take forever. Would God take a long time to do anything? He doesn't need to go on a journey. He doesn't need to study more. He doesn't need to, oh, what book is that in? It's okay for all of that. But you'll get to the point where the writer of all books, the knowing of all knowings within, and I can simply release all the limited thoughts, let all those go. That uncomfortable feeling like, oh, I'm so behind. I got to study more. Where do I get this? Just go, it's okay to feel anxious that I don't know enough. Then all that's left is the spirit that I know everything. And this is exactly what you need to do in this moment. You're just led by the heart within, guys. It's really a fantastic thing. And what's cool about that is chronic diseases, even that you thought maybe you've used medication different for years and years and years, thought, oh, this is always going to happen. They literally release out of you. So that's operating in the supernatural. It's natural to you. Let go of peel back all the layers of wrong beliefs, and all that's left is pure belief, pure unlimited ability, the divine design, the perfection of God, which all of you guys are. So God bless you guys. Hopefully that helps.